Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Java with the Jims. My name is Jim Meyer, broker associate at Remax Gold. Now you have a friend in the real estate business. We're here with my good friend Renee Garcia. Thank you so much, Renee, for stopping by. Now, we've been talking all week about some of your great accomplishments, some of the stuff you're doing, future of Hollywood. What if somebody wanted to start off right now? They got just all they've got is an idea and they want to make it a big splash in Hollywood, what should they do?
Well, yes, that's a good question. So I have encouraging words like right now, like if you want to, I call it being a filmmaker, a storyteller. So if you have a great story, uh, first off, all you have to do is you can find your own investors. I call it a lookbook or a pitch deck. You can just Google search pitch deck or lookbook, and you'll create it's like 10 pages long, and it's your story synopsis, it's all the visuals, who your production team is. If you don't have them, you can find them. It's really easy. There's sites like Media Match and Mandy.com where you can find crew. You can also find a producer. So you can reach out to find a producer and they can really help you how to get to that avenue. But it's just literally creating your script, creating the lookbook, and you can find your investors, your producers that way. And those would be the best people for to kind of give you the resources on how to make your film. And I would say right now is the best time if you want to be a filmmaker or even an actor or a crew member to be in this industry, as there's no physical characteristics, there's nothing holding you back. Before it was the studios or who were the gatekeepers who were not allowing you in, but now how the industry is, Tubi is probably one of the best places for independent filmmakers where you don't have to have star names attached. Amazon Prime's another one where you can get your films out there, and it's literally you can just be your own boss, make your own films. You plug one, you do another. There's a lot of other different, I mean, literally, you could just do your own research on Google. Like, how do I put my films up? How do I do this? And it's all literally all right there. You can go on YouTube. Like, my school is YouTube. I never graduated college. I never went to film school. Everything I learned was from me searching about it, learning about it, and going on YouTube. Going on Sundance Collab. Stage 32 is a great resource. You can spend money with them, and they'll literally. I had Patty Jenkins, the director of Wonder Woman, that I got to go on one during. I did that during COVID. I'm like, I'm not going to sit around where everyone's scared. I was out there taking all these classes and learning all these resources, and then I really learned from Patty Jenkins. Like, wait, everything that I'm doing is how she got there.
Wow.
So it's not usually what you think it is how people get there, you know. And I always tell people, if I can do it, you can do it. It's literally just you going out there and doing your own due diligence and doing your own research and hey, I need a producer on board, or like I need a executive producer by the Mandy.com or Media Match. And you'll be surprised by, there's a lot of producers that know they're going to come into development period with you, and they'll be the ones to help guide you like how to get there.
Got it. Question. I asked the same question to a lot of people and I get two different answers. The old days they would say go get a letter of intent from a big star, take that letter of intent, bring it to your investors, and those days are over, right?
Those days are over. No one does a letter of intent. No one does a LOI. Even for me, I'm also an award-winning casting director. So when people come up to me and they're like, "Hey, we want to make this film, but we don't have any celebrities. Can you get an LOI or get them attached?" 95%, that's a high number of people who don't have the initial investment is never going to get the investor. I don't care if you say you have a name attached. It
Right,
won't happen.
right.
You literally have to have the investor first, or at least a letter from them saying contingent upon you getting a star name or you attaching a casting director or a producer who can attach star names. Then that should be enough. I call it the proof in the pudding for your investor to come in. But if you don't have any investor that's interested, you're not going to get somebody out of the blue that you never even thought of that's going to invest, even if you have a star name attached. It doesn't work that way. Agents won't even speak to you. They don't give LOIs because they know you could just be using that letter to use their name and get financing for who knows what. So I would say all the other people ruined it before who took advantage of that. And so that doesn't work anymore. You literally have to have the financing, because once I come in and you like literally you give me a wish list. Let's say I want, I don't know, tell me who your favorite actors are.
Say if we go to Danny Trejo.
Oh, okay, Danny Trejo's already been know his agent. He's easy to work with. So like that's how you get me on board because it's like, oh, Renee Garcia, she's already worked with them, so your investor knows I could get him. But so for you, it'd just be like, oh, this is who I have in mind, Danny Trejo and such and such, such and such. So that's kind of your wish list, you know. So I basically say get an investor. You know you can get Danny Trejo, you know, obviously based whatever your budget is, but Danny works on everything, so he's easy to get.
Right.
Um, and so from there, as soon as the investor says, yeah, the investor's in, I literally take it to the agency and they're on board. So you literally have like within 2 days to put the money in an escrow account, which is 2% of whatever their rate you're going to give them. And no, and again, everyone will ask me, how much do they cost, Renee? Actor does not have a set rate. An actor will work what's based on your budget. So actors come or producers come to me, what's their rate? They don't have a rate because they work on $1 million studio films. They work on independent films. So there is no set rate. You literally have your budget. This is what you have to offer. The agent will go never lower. The agent will always try to go higher or say they agree upon that rate. So literally you have to have an investor or someone somewhat interested in you. And your investors only will all my investors come on board for my films because they believe in me in the project. Not they don't believe in the star name. You know, they
Right.
believe in myself and the project. So you need to find investors who believe in yourself, you know, and you can have multiple investors. Like I said, everybody wants to be a part of Hollywood, you know. They don't even have to work in Hollywood. Like I was telling you before that I work with a lot of people who work in real estate, you know,
Right.
because
So, yeah, say you made a movie with $1 million budget. Is that 100% guaranteed you're going to get those investors their money back plus some?
well, whoever the initial investor is, like let's say they come in first or they come in last and give the most money, they're the ones that get the whatever money is made, they get their investment in first. So that's done on all contracts. They get their money before the everybody else does, all
Right.
as producers, because everyone's already been paid. Remember, the director's already been paid through the production by shooting it, all the rest of the crew, all the cast has already been paid. So anything after that that the film's been made all goes to the investors, which are called the executive producers.
Right. So let's just say, I mean, have you been involved with movies that have not made money, or are you so good at what you do, they're always going to make money?
I'm so good at what I do because I'm not doing $300, $300 million films. You know, I'm
Uh-huh.
keeping the budget at a set rate and all the marketing and everything that we do with it, like it's like kind of like impossible not to make the money.
That's awesome. Wonderful. Okay. So if somebody are you willing to look at a project that someone has and see if you want to produce it?
Depends what it is and depends who it is. So I've read a lot of scripts where I'm like, no, I don't want to, I can't be a part of this. So it just really depends what it is. And a lot of projects that I end up producing, it's because I'm attached to it, uh, somewhat somehow. Like someone brought it to me and I said, hey, I want to be the producer on this, kind of not vice versa. I'm usually like the director on it, or usually like doing the casting on it. So I'm usually already in the very beginning.
Right. Okay. Awesome. Well, it sounds like you are busy nonstop. And do you ever get a time for a vacation or anything?
Well, I've been traveling a lot for my film festivals.
Okay. So
But
that's
yes,
like a vacation.
yeah. Yeah, no, it is. I try to, enjoy myself. No, I have time off. I've been going to a lot of events. I just came from a Golden Globe after party. So
Uh-huh.
I kind of use all my networking events as kind of like my way to have fun and go out. So I utilize my time or I spend a lot of time with trips like that with my sisters and stuff. So yeah, it's
Wonderful.
all a balance, you know. I own my own company, so I can wake up whatever time I want, work as little as much as I do. But a lot of the stuff, the work I do is very time consuming. So
Wow. Well, it sounds like you are having fun. You're living a dream. You're making your fantasies a reality, and you can teach a lot of people how to live a great life. Am I right or am I
yes,
crazy?
yes, I love to mentor. So maybe even if I can't be a part of your production, at least I can kind of lead you to the right way. So if you'd like for me to give out my Instagram handler, I can. So you know
Awesome.
how to reach me.
That's wonderful. All right, really, thank you very much for being here all week. And you heard it, ladies and gentlemen. Contact Renee anytime. She seems like a very, very decent person, and I never get that wrong. All right, Renee, thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.